Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Green Games Summit, delivered by Yuki in collaboration with the ISFE and the UN Environment Programme's Playing for the Planet Alliance. My name is Jordan Erica Weber, and I have made a career out of talking about video games for mainstream audiences, whether that's for the BBC, The Gadget Show on Channel 5, or The Guardian. I'm also incredibly concerned about the climate crisis, so I am privileged to be here as your host today and excited to hear about how those of us who work in games can take action. You should be able to see the agenda for the event on screen any minute now. This is a global event coming to you live wherever you are in the world. So good morning, good afternoon, maybe even good night. The Green Games Summit will, for the first time, bring together the international games sector to share knowledge and shape the industry's response to the climate crisis. Make sure that you share what you have learned in turn on social media, on your platform of choice. We have a hashtag #GreenGames2021. If you need a reminder, I have just tweeted about the event at Jerica Weber, so check that out for a reminder of the hashtag. Before I welcome our first guest to the virtual stage, I would like to say a big thank you to our Green Games Summit sponsor, which is Sony Interactive Entertainment. Without the support of our partners, these events would not be possible. So thank you very much. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce Yuki's CEO, Dr. Jo Twist OBE, who will officially welcome you all to the event and give us an overview of what to expect from the next 2 days.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Hello and welcome to the Green Games Summit. This is actually a really important moment in that, as Jordan just said, it's the first time that the international game sector has come together to share our knowledge to shape the industry's response to the climate challenge and sustainability in one focused international summit. This, of course, is an issue that affects us all, no matter who you are or where you are. And it's been amazing to have so many businesses sign up to this event. We've had over 400 people registered from 35 countries, from over 200 games businesses. And we've also had support from 14 trade bodies from all around the world. So thanks to you all for being part of it. And we really hope that the next 2 days will help you as individual businesses and us all as a wider sector to think about the positive impact we can have on creating a more sustainable future. Special thanks from me and from Yuki, again, to the UN's Playing for the Planet Alliance, who you'll be hearing from more just in a minute, as well as our sister European trade body, ISFE, and of course, our sponsors, Sony Interactive Entertainment. So why are you all here? Well, one of the things we wanted the summit to do was to give the game sector a better understanding of what the challenge is that we're all facing. You'll be hearing from some of the world-leading climate change and conservation experts who can give real insight into the path we're currently on and the alternative positive path that we all need to follow. You'll hear that science has categorically said now that climate change is being caused by human activity, and that there is a clear sense of urgency for us all to drastically reduce human-made emissions and to rebalance the natural ecosystems that sustain life on our planet. The scale of the challenge can seem bewildering, the consequences dire, and the challenges daunting. But we can't let that deter us. And we want the summit to inspire positive action. Daunting it may be, but the games industry loves nothing more than a good old challenge. And the great news is that we're ideally placed to tackle this challenge. We are inherently problem solving and creative as a sector. And whilst there's never been a problem of this scale, problems are not something that we let get in our way. In fact, some say that game development is just a sequence of problems to overcome. And we are future-facing and innovative, creatively and technologically, bringing new ways to imagine the future to an audience of literally billions, and fresh thinking to reduce our own impact on the planet. Fundamentally, though, there are two ways that games businesses can make a positive impact on the environment right now. First, by reviewing and reducing our own carbon emissions, and by thinking about how we can use our huge reach to educate and to inspire the billions of players around the world to think about climate change and the environment. Taking the first point, Yuki, as a trade body, this year committed to being carbon net zero by the end of 2022. And I think we've already achieved that by the end of 2021. And we think that all games businesses can also look at how they can decarbonize their business and offset the rest to become carbon net zero too. We know that this can seem difficult, of course, and we want the summit to help on these journeys that we're taking. So you'll also be hearing from a number of speakers over the next 2 days, giving examples about how they've gone about reducing their own emissions and some of the practical steps that other games businesses can take and some of the challenges being faced in different parts of the world. You'll also be hearing more about the work that's being carried out to try to measure and to quantify the sector's carbon footprint and how adjacent industries like IT impact the environment. Our commitment to changing how we go about making and distributing games to reduce emissions is vital, but we also have the opportunity to influence the ways that billions of game players around the world view the environment and the impact that they have on it. Those who know and love games know what an incredibly powerful and influential communications medium we are. We are, I would argue, the most powerful media for the communication of ideas and of stories of the 21st century. Not only do people who play games love to have fun and explore the worlds we create, they also care about those worlds. Games also have a unique reach into the lives of almost 3 billion people around the world, of all ages and of all identities. They are brilliant vehicles to help us as humans understand the world around us, understand the consequences of decisions and actions we take and make. They have the potential to be giant empathy machines. So you'll be hearing from games businesses too, who've already successfully integrated green themes into games that players love. And you'll be hearing from policymakers, environmental engineers, and conservationists who all recognize the power that games have to show the consequences of actions and reimagine a more positive future, and who are looking to work hand in hand with the industry to achieve this. But we also want to hear your voice while we're all together. The summit is online to allow international and inclusive participation. This can make it difficult to have conversations, but we're making networking possible at the end of today. And we encourage you to post thoughts, ideas, comments, questions in the chat during the summit so we can help shape what else the sector needs to face the climate challenge. I again just want to say a big thanks to all our global supporting partners. Thank you again to Playing for the Planet and ISFI, and of course, Sony Interactive Entertainment. And thank you to you all for being here and putting your hand up to find out about how climate change and environmental sustainability can be something we really take on as an industry. We hope that the community we have here with us over the next couple of days really shapes the discussions around the environment and the impact of climate change in the months and years to come. And crucially, that we can all start to undertake and inspire the action required to create a more sustainable world. This genuinely is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because if we don't collectively as humans and as businesses make changes now, there'll be no more lifetimes to do it in. Thank you. Back to you, Jordan.